Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, 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 good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Shirley. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia, what did I say the topic was going to be today? I don't remember what I said, but I said something I think you said or somebody said. I said that's going to be the topic for today. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What did I say the topic was going to be today? Good morning, happy Sunday. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, 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 good morning. When you come in, make sure you are thumbing up. Good morning, Miss Right Beauty. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Sean. Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I don't remember what I said the topic was going to be, but today's topic is the price just went up. The price just went up. I said the topic was going to be something else, but we're going to start off with this until my people get on that know what I said. The price just went up. Good morning, Brandy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for sending the daily heart me. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good morning. Good morning, Lex. Good morning, Sammy. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Brandy Harris. Good morning, Luscious. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Miss Right Beauty, could you write that in the chat? The topic is the price just went up. The price just went up. Good morning, Trey. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. The price just went up. Let's talk about it. The price just went up. The price just. Good morning, Tiff. That part. The price just went up. Yep. The price just went up. That's the day. The price just went up. Come on in. Cause I don't care how you been thinking, when you was thinking it, but the price just went up. The price just went up. Let's talk about it. Welcome in, welcome in. When you come in, make sure you are sharing out the live. Make sure you are following the live host. Make sure you are grabbing up your daily heart me. Once you grab your daily heart me, make sure you go back. Good morning, Pooh Bear. Go back and get your points. Remember, that gives you points. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Vaughn. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Huh? Late to what? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. That part. Let's get to 10,000. That part. Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning. When you come on my YouTube, even if you don't plan to stay, make sure you thumbing it up. Make sure you are liking the live. Make sure you are liking the live when you come on. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for sharing out the live. Come on, y'all. Let's tap, tap, tap. Thank you to Darius. Thank you, T. Darius. Welcome in, Miss Flower. Is that Miss Lola Bond? Welcome in, Miss Flower. Welcome in. Good morning. Come on in. Today's topic, my girl got it up there. The price just went up. We finna talk about it. We finna flip the script a little bit. Come on in. Welcome in. Good morning. The price just went up. Come on in. We got to talk about this because some people don't even understand their worth. But let's talk about it. Welcome in. Good morning, D. Good morning, D. Didi Stiff Life. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Come on, y'all. Let's tap this screen. Let's tap. Let's tap this screen. Good morning. This is, come on now. Come on, y'all. Let's tap this screen. Let's get this thing to 10,000K. Come on, y'all. We just getting on. Good morning. We just get started. Matt 10. Welcome in, y'all. Come on. Let's tap this screen to get me to 10,000. Tap. Let's push so we can take off. Because today's topic is the price just went up. Come on. Let's talk about it. The price just went up. Good morning. The price just went up. Come on here. Let's talk about it. Good morning. The price just went up. Good morning. Hey, Lobo. Good morning. Welcome in. Good morning. Let's tap. Let's tap this thing out till we get to 10,000 taps real quick. Let's tap this thing out till we get to 10,000 taps. Come on, y'all. Let's push it out. Good morning. The price just went up. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Hey, Ahmad. Good morning. That part. Thank you, Miss Right Beauty. Good morning. Let's go, y'all. Tap this screen out. Welcome in. Good morning. We ain't even addressing that. Good morning. Welcome in. If you ain't got nothing positive to say, don't say nothing at all. We ain't even got time. We trying to push out the 10,000 taps and you getting on doing this. You don't have to be on my live. I don't understand people. Today's topic is the price just went up. Come on in. Thank you, Miss Right Beauty, because we ain't got time for that. Good morning. Taki and the Grands. Takia and the Grands. Welcome in. Hey, Liz. Good morning. The price just went up. Hey, Q. Today's topic is the price just went up. Welcome in, Asia. Good morning, Allison. Good morning. Welcome in. Come on, y'all. Mr. Relio. Good morning, Relio. Good morning. Welcome in. Y'all, come on. Let's tap. Let's push this thing on now. Where we at? Come on, y'all. We almost at 6,000, y'all. Let's tap this thing out. We trying to get to 10,000 taps, man. We trying to get to 10,000 taps, man. We ain't even playing no games. Come on, let's tap this thing out. Welcome in. The price just went up. Let's talk about it. The price. Good morning, Royalty. The price just went up. Come on, y'all. Let's talk. Let's tap. Come on. Hey, Jesus News Nation. Good morning. Let's come on, y'all. When you on here, make sure you are thumbing up on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, oh goodness, Goddess. Good morning. When you on YouTube, good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Welcome in, Miss Bronx. Good morning. It's not a shower cap. It's a bonnet to keep my plants in place. It's not a shower cap. Good morning. You saying all that, but you ain't saying good morning. You saying all that, you jump straight to this, and you ain't saying good morning. Say good morning. Y'all be tripping me out. Good morning, y'all. Come on. We almost there. We almost at 8,000. Come on, y'all. Let's push this thing out real quick. Good morning. We just getting on. The price just went up. That's today's topic. The price just went up. How y'all jump on? Good morning. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all saying everything. Good morning. Y'all saying everything but good morning. How you jump straight to my hair thing? Say good morning first and then ask that. Y'all trip. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, dear Drea. Good morning, Drea. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, y'all. Come on. We almost there. Let's push. Come on, y'all. We almost there. Let's push this thing out. Because today's topic, it should be a good one. Baby, the price just went up. The price just went up. Come on here. The price just went up. Welcome in. The price just went up. Come on, y'all. Let's talk about it. The price just went up. We're going to talk about it. Good morning, Big E gang. Good morning, Big. Welcome in. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good morning, Alonzo. Good morning, Chili. Good morning, Big Solo. Good morning. Come on, y'all. Oh, y'all, we almost there. We knocking at the door. We finna take off this morning. Good morning. Welcome in. The price just went up. Where we at? Okay, keep tapping that screen. It don't mean stop tapping the screen. It just means your girl finna take off. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We gonna get started. Before I get in that kitchen, because I'm finna get in that kitchen and put my turkey wings on. I got to do that, but before I do that, we got to talk about it. But I'm gonna cook breakfast before I do that. But come on in. Today's topic is the price just went up. Clear your mind, because we got to talk about this. What I need everybody to do. I need everybody right now in the chat. I want you to write detox your subconscious. If you already know, when you come in my live, have something to write with and something to write in. And the first thing we write in, write this in the chat. Detox your subconscious. Detox your subconscious. That is what I need everybody to do. Detox your subconscious. Detox your subconscious. And for those that don't know what that is, that's a piece of your brain that withholds everything that you've ever been taught. It holds everything, the good, and it holds the bad. I'm going to need you to detox that right now today. Because today, we finna talk about, the topic for today is the price just went up. It's some things that we got to change. It's some things that we got to shift. Because there's a shift happening and we got to shift real quick. It's some things that we got to change. It's some things that we got to shift. And the only way that we can do that is you detox all the things that you've been told. But before we can get into that, come on in. Good morning. When you come into my live, this must be your first time in my live. If you in my live, you write stuff down. You don't have to write anything down. You can actually just listen. But for those that write stuff down, and when you write stuff down, to me, it becomes real. It becomes something that you can look at and say, you know what, I'm going to change. But before we even get to that part, come on in. When you come to my live, understand, join my live at your own risk. I understand that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody might not like how I talk. They might not like how I deliver my message. They might not like the way I look because I'm a woman of color. They might not like that I use my hands. They might not like because I got this on my head. They might not like the background. They might not like a lot of stuff about me. But this is my life. When you come to my live, there are things that I ask that you do because it's my live. Now, if you do it, that's on you. But those that follow me and that have been following me, they already know. We grab something to write in and we grab something to write with. And you might need to grab a box of tissue because you just might leave out of here in tears. I'm saved in real life. I'm not just saved for the internet. I'm saved in real life. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, baptized, believing, tongue talking, hand clapping, foot stomping. I'm saved for real. I'm not just saved for social media. So when you come in my live, I might talk about Jesus. I might talk about Jehovah. I might talk about God. I might talk about the kings of kings. Because once again, this is my life. And if you are atheist, and if you don't believe in God, or you prayed about something and it ain't come to pass, and now you angry with God, I'm not trying to change your mind, but I'm just letting you know in my life, I'm talking about Jesus if I want to talk about Jesus, because it is my life. You grabbed that. I posted it just in time on you. You got it just in time. Because it's hard to get people to grab their daily heart me. If you have not, thank you. If you have not grabbed your daily heart me, please grab your daily heart me. If you have not grabbed your daily heart me, please grab your daily heart me. I need 20 more people to come in and grab their daily heart me. While we talking about the disclaimers, hold my nose down, share my live out to at least 10 people, and you don't got to do that no more. But I need y'all to grab y'all daily heart me. Come on in. If you have not grabbed your daily heart me, thank you, Goldilocks. Grab your daily heart me. When you come in my live, understand something. I might not be your cup of tea. You might be offended because I'm a woman of color. I'm going to let you know something. I'm going to be a woman of color till they put me 6 feet under. That's not changing. And the way I deliver my message, I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to make it fit your narrative to make you feel comfortable. I just might make you feel uncomfortable, but it's out of love because it's time to grow. Today's topic is the price just went up. When you come in my live, I do ask that you support the live. Thank you. I do ask that you support the live. When you come in my live, I ask that you support the live. I ask that you tap the screen, share it out, engage, send a gift. The gifts are extra. Let me make that make sense. Giving me a gift is extra. What I really need for you to do is tap the screen. I need you to share this thing out. I need for you to engage with me. That's the most important. The gifts are extra, and I do appreciate it. Not everybody can give gifts, but there are some people that will give me gifts. When you come in my live, you will not be rude, disrespectful. You will not attack nobody because, oh, thank you for your first gift. You will not attack nobody. Thank you for reposting nobody on my live. When you come in my live, understand something. I like talking to real people. I'm saved in real life. I don't like talking to religious people because to me, religious people are judgmental. I'm an educator. I teach children 9th grade English in high school all day long. And a lot of my kids get on my lives, but that don't mean I like talking to my kids. And I want to shout out to the people in the casino. At a monthly casino, because a lot of them be watching me in the mornings on their breaks when they can. When you come in my live, I ask that you be mindful of what you say and how you say it, because you might attack somebody or they might be going through something and you don't know. But if you the type of person that wear your emotions on your sleeve, baby, this definitely ain't the live for you, because I walk you like a dog. And then you going to get mad with me because I'm saying what I'm saying, and not to hurt you, but to really help you grow. And if you don't want nobody talking about your business, you don't want nobody coming down your eye, baby, this ain't the live for you. So it's early in the morning. It's actually not that early. But if you don't want me walking you like a dog, baby, this ain't the live for you, because I'm going to walk you like a dog if you think you finna come on this live, good morning, and be rude, disrespectful, distasteful. No, I don't have doctor in front of my name. But that don't mean that I don't know nothing. To me, some people don't like nobody talking to them, talking over them, talking at them if they don't got doctor or psychologist in front of their name. I'm a big believer that life is the biggest teacher of all. Can't no book, no education, no classes, nothing teach you better than life. I'm one of the people that have been through a lot in life, and I feel like I can speak on it and share some wisdom. I like when older people come in and chime in, because if you think I'm going to talk about something that I ain't never been through, and you going to discuss something you ain't never been through, you ain't never felt, you ain't got no business talking about something that you don't even know what it feels like to go through it. And one of the biggest misconceptions that I've found, that people say, oh, when a woman have a baby, you need to make better choices. We need to make better choices. But don't no woman lay down and say, just give me a baby, I'm going to be a single parent. It don't work that way. And if you ain't never been no single parent, be quiet. No, don't be quiet. Shut up. If you ain't never been a single parent and had to make single parent decisions, you don't know what it feels like to be a single parent. So why you running your mouth? And it ain't just women, it's men too. If you ain't never been a single parent, you have no business just talking, discussing, having a conversation, even putting your mouth on something that you don't even know nothing about. I'm just using that. When you come in my live, I ask that you be mindful, because you don't know what a person might be going through. And this is my life. And if you don't like what I just said, how I'm saying it, you don't like the way I make you feel off the bat, I'm moving my hands, you don't like none of that, baby, this definitely ain't a live for you, because me and my people we don't play like that. One last thing. This is very important. Very important. When you come in my live, understand something. About me, it's up and it's stuck. It's some people on my live that ain't never met me a day in their life. But when I tell you, they don't play about me. So if you think you're going to be rude, disrespectful, you're going to attack me, and you better not ask too many questions, because, baby, they going to get you together real quick. About me, they don't play. And some of the things that we talk about, I have to like say it. Yes, I am married. No, I am not perfect. Yes, I got degrees. Yes, I got a full, like I can go on. Yes, I'm a parent. Because people love to say, well, do you got this? Do you know what it feels like? I ain't gonna never discuss what I ain't been through. I ain't gonna never put my mouth on something. If I don't know what it feels like, how do I even get the chance? And I am a I can do one-on-ones. I am a certified life coach. And don't get it twisted, I do got degrees. I got a whole master's degree. So it ain't like I ain't degreed up. But I don't like, what she said? She said my block fingers move fast. So it ain't that I ain't degreed up, but I am very mindful of talking about something that I don't know. Okay, with that being said, come on in, come on in. Come on, y'all. I need 15 more people to grab up their daily heart me. This is one of the hardest one to finish. This goal right here, I need 15 people. If you coming in, please grab up your daily heart me. This is one of the hardest one to feel. I need 15 more people to grab up their daily heart me. When you coming in, if you haven't grabbed your daily heart me, if you not tapping the screen, if you're not sharing it out, come through in the clutch, support your live host. Let's get ready to pray. I need 15 more people to grab. I got 84 people in here. Now you ain't finna tell me, good morning, Pastor F. I don't know. Good morning, Pastor. Good morning, Key. Good morning. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Let's get ready to pray. Oh, excuse me. Repent of all my sins. Lord Jesus, I come to you humble. Lord, I'm coming to you asking you, thanking you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, I'm asking that you cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. I plead the blood of Jesus over the airways. I plead the blood of Jesus over my husband, over my son. Lord, I cancel any following spirits, any monitoring spirits, any jumping spirits, anything not sent by you. Lord, creating me a clean heart so I don't bleed on your people. Lord, close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. Lord, send quality over quantity. Send the people that shall be in my life, creating them a clean heart so they're open to receive the word that's about to go down. Lord, allow this word to be sent and reach the people that it need to be sent to. Lord, let this word not return unto you void. Let this message not fall on deaf ears. Lord, anybody that's want to cause drama, that's toxic, Lord, I'm asking that you deter them unless there's a word that you need me to get to them, if there's a message. Lord, but I ask that you throw your weight around, put the blood of Jesus over the airways. Lord, have thy own way. In your son Jesus' name, amen. Let's get ready to have our life. Good morning, y'all. Listen, today's topic is the price just went up. Second thing, the first thing I asked you to do is to detox your subconscious. Your subconscious is that place in your mind that is like a sponge. Good morning. It's like a sponge. It has absorbed all the good and it has absorbed all the bad. We finna talk about what's pushed under them rugs. You know how in some people's houses, a lot of our houses growing up, what happens in this house stays in this house and it was pushed under the rug. Well, today I'm finna pull that rug up. So some of y'all gonna be mad with me. Some of y'all got scars. And I'm gonna be like alcohol. I'm gonna be that alcohol, and it's gonna burn a little bit. But all I want you to do is say, "Ouch!" I don't even want you to get mad. But I might walk somebody like a dog. I don't even know I'm gonna walk you like a dog. But when it's in my spirit, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I ain't too afraid to talk about certain things or discuss certain things. But today's topic is the price just went up. Listen, everything or anything that you have been doing that's not beneficial to your life, to the life that you want to live, I'm going to need you to take a long, hard look in the mirror, because you ain't got no business sitting around a bunch of people that's stagnant and don't want nothing in life. You after detoxing your subconscious, you better be walking around here telling yourself, I deserve way better than what I've been given. I deserve way better what I've allowed people to do. I deserve way better than what I've been putting out and then what I'm receiving. I deserve way much more than what I've ever gotten in this lifetime, because one thing, I'm still here. God ain't done with me yet. So that means it's something that I still got to do. But when you walk around, when you walk around here and you still allowing some people to treat you some type of way, or you self-sabotaging yourself and you don't even know your worth. Oh, Houston, we got a problem. We got a problem when we walking around here pointing fingers at everybody else. It's everybody else's fault. We're not even mindful of the things that we listen to. We're not even mindful of the things that we watch. We're not even mindful at the things that we allow people to say. Some of y'all gonna understand this, and some of y'all gonna be like, that can't be true because you just ain't never seen it. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, how I paid attention to something over the last few weeks, and I noticed that, you know what, I can't do that anymore, because y'all know I'm very transparent. Everybody know the TV app Tubi. Y'all know Tubi. Let me know if you know Tubi. Let me know if you watch Tubi. You've seen things on Tubi. Just let me know, because I've watched Tubi. I still watch Tubi, but there are some things that I would never watch again on Tubi. Let me tell you why. Okay, listen to me. Some of y'all gonna believe this, and some of y'all not gonna believe this. I love watching Tubi. I love watching gangster movies. Child, when I watch them gangster movies, I promise y'all, I'm a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm a half stage, half hood, and half gangster when I watch those movies. But I paid attention last month. For the last few weeks, I paid attention to something. When I have watched some of those movies, I began to act a certain type of way. I begin to think a certain type of way. I begin to move a certain type of way. And I'm talking about, I'm going to say this because there's only so much you can say. Some of the scenes in some of those movies be very adultery. It's a lot of adult things go on in those Tubi movies. You understand me? There's a lot of adult things that go. And I watched those things, and that stuff had gotten in my spirit. But it wasn't up until a few weeks ago when I noticed something. When I watched those movies, I began to act some type of way, think some type of way, feel some type of way. And then when I caught it in the air, I said to myself, wait a minute, I only act or feel some type of way when I watch certain movies or certain scenes, and I stop watching them. Listen to me. Jumping spirits are real. If you haven't paid attention to certain things in your surroundings, moving forward, I'm going to need you to pay attention. And the reason why I'm saying that, because today we're talking about the price just went up. And when I say that, the price of my soul, the price of my peace, the price of my sleep, the price of my happiness, all that was getting affected because I was watching certain things that was not, it wasn't sitting well in my spirit. But about my peace, about my sleep, about the way I think, I stopped watching it the last few weeks, and I've not felt that way ever since I started watching certain movies. Ever since I stopped watching. So this is what I'm telling you about your peace, everybody in the chat. So when you moving forward, watching those movies, pay attention to your moves. Pay attention to the way you think. Pay attention to the way you feel. And I'm telling you, jumping spirits are real. Everybody in the chat, write peace. The first thing we wrote down this morning is detox your conscience. I want you to write peace. I want you to write peace. About the price of your peace, the price of your peace just went up. High as gas is, and you mean to tell me you ain't kicking and screaming, kicking in doors, about to lose your mind about your peace? Something is wrong about your peace. Anything that disrupts your peace, you understand me? Anything that disrupts your peace, it should come at a price. It costs too much to disrupt my peace. It costs too much for me to not to be able to sleep. It costs me too much to be feeling angry, to be feeling mad, to be feeling like I ain't got no fight in me. It costs me too much to feel like I got to fight about something that ain't even really going on, something that's going on in the TV realm. Do you understand me? The price, that's why today's topic is the price just went up. It costs too much to be going back and forth with somebody that it doesn't matter if they're in your life. It costs too much we got a disagreement and we can't come to a resolution. It costs too much to go back to the place what made you sick. Write that down. The place that made you sick. Let me tell you something. You can't cry about a situation. You can't pray about a situation. You can't talk to your friends about a situation and continue to do the same thing, because what made you sick, you can't get well in. If it made you sick, and I'm not talking about a literal sick, I'm talking about it disturbs your peace, it aggravates you, it takes away your joy, it has you can't smile, it has you can't eat, anything that disrupts your peace, the place that made you sick, you ain't got no business going back to it. You sat around here, I'm just using this. You sat around here and you talk to your friends about your relationship, about your partnership, about your forever person, about your person. When it comes to thank you. When it comes to, listen, you or your homegirl or somebody you know call you on a daily basis or often to tell you, I'm going to say it like this. Within 30 days, they telling you how the person ain't no good, the person don't help them, the person don't benefit them, the person don't want nothing, the person just a user, the person so disrespectful, the person lie to you, the person ain't trying to build. They call you day in, day out, day in, day out. And they ain't trying to change their circumstances. They not trying to walk away. When you in a toxic relationship, I can guarantee you it is not that easy the way your mouth talking. Your mouth say one thing, but them feelings and them hearts and emotions, you not just walking away from it. But today, after today, you going to get a better sense of what I'm trying to say. When you in a toxic relationship and you probably know somebody, or you probably in a toxic relationship, you probably know somebody in a toxic relationship. When you in a toxic relationship, it is not that easy to walk away. Your mouth say that, but it don't mean that you can walk away that easy. But what I'm going to tell you, it should cost you too much to stay when it ain't benefiting you. If you wake up every day, you got to fight. When I say fight, you got to argue. Y'all cussing each other out. Y'all not getting nothing. Y'all not growing. Y'all chasing y'all tails. Y'all doing the same thing. And this is not a woman situation or a man. I'm talking about people in general. I'm talking about being in a relationship right now. Pay attention, focus to what I'm saying. Because today's topic is the price just went up. We've already said the first thing you was going to do this morning is detox your subconscious. Everything that you've ever known, the way you've been raised, and the way they told you, that's no longer the way we going to move. Second thing, we talking about your peace. It should cost you too much to not be able to smile. The third thing we don't written down, one, two, three. The fourth thing we don't written down today is the place that where you at that made you sick. You can't get better because the price just went up. And we're no longer sitting in those situations that we're only in. Oh, you scared me. We're only in the situation because the way it make me feel. We only in a situation because we know it's the one thing that we should do is be with our kids' daddy, be with our kids' mom, because it look good. The price just went up. If the person you dating right now and you ain't nowhere, there's no peace. See, a lot of people walk around here and they feel that if they stand in a broken situation, that one day it's going to get better. If you've been in a broken situation for more than 90 days, I'm telling you right now, it ain't never going to get better. It ain't never going to change. If you think that because, thank you for my gift, if you think because somebody make you feel good in a sexual manner, and that's all they bring to the table. If you and your significant other argue, and the only thing that y'all got in common is going in the bedroom, y'all ain't got no communication skill, something is wrong. If you watched your mama be the type of woman that allowed her man to say and do and go and mistreat her, that's what you gonna do. I said what I said. If you watched your daddy be mistreated, your mama walked him like a dog, cussed him out, disrespected him, took his money, that's what you gonna do to your man. It's always learned behavior. Right now, I want everybody to put learned behavior in there. Put learned behavior in the chat. Learned behavior. It's some things that you learned that you watched. It's some things that you learned, you watched, and the only reason why you doing because you seen your mama do it, because you seen your daddy do it. But baby, the price just went up. We're no longer walking around here and dealing with somebody because they can pay the bills. We're no longer walking around here and dealing with somebody because I'm scared to let go. You a grown woman. Listen, in this life, you're going to go through certain emotions. Hurt is an emotion. What I'm trying to say. It is an emotion when somebody hurt you. Your heart is broke when they walk out, when you walk out. But let me tell you something. Sometimes the betrayal be the best thing that ever happened to you. Sometimes the betrayal be the best thing that happened to you. Let me break it down into layman terms for the people in the back to understand what I mean when I say that. Sometimes the betrayal be the best thing that happened to you. Let me tell you why. Because sometimes we go to God about a lot of things. Listen to me. I'm serious right now. We go to God about a lot of things. And if y'all think that big God, and I ain't talking about the little God, if y'all think he don't hear you when you talking and when you crying because somebody done broke your heart, somebody done lied to you, somebody done mistreated you, somebody just done did stuff, that God that you talk to on a daily basis, that God that you cry to, that God that you've been saying, Lord, please help me, that God, he hears you, he sees you, and sometimes the betrayal be something that he sent. Y'all be thinking God only send money, God only send good, he only send the sunshine. But that betrayal sometimes be what you need, because if it had not been for the betrayal, you would have still been in that toxic, broken, not growing, disrespectful, lazy relationship. Some of y'all don't understand the betrayal be something that you needed, because God heard you, he saw you, and he said, you know what? I created my child. Because understand this, good morning. Understand this. God knew the plans, thank you, that he had for your life. So he knows that you going through this, but he also know my child, the way she built, my child, the way he built, he ain't gonna walk away. The way they built, she ain't gonna walk away. Y'all know this life ain't just, it's just a woman being mistreated, because men get mistreated too. Come on here. But what I'm saying is that God that you serve and you cry to, he heard you. And now he sent a disruption. He sent betrayal. He sent and he allowed it. And now you crying on the floor. Now you slobbing all out your mouth. Now you can't eat. Now you can't sleep. Now you wondering like, God, wait a minute, hold on. Now, Lord, when I went to you, I was hoping that you changed the circumstances. And the Lord sitting there saying, you might not like this. You know how parents do. You know how when your parents tell you no about something and come to find out it was the best choice. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes God got to close that door for you, because sometimes we're not strong enough. The price, today's topic is the price just went up. Some of y'all be looking at God like God wouldn't do that, but God be standing up saying, I know it hurt. We know it hurt. The Lord be saying, this gonna sting a little bit. My child gonna get angry with me. My child gonna be disgusted with me. He know that you're gonna be so mad and you're gonna be questioning him and like, God, what kind of God would allow me to go through this? Sometimes the disruption is meant to help you grow, because some of y'all need that little extra push. You understand me? Some of y'all need that little extra push, because some of y'all don't even know y'all own worth. Come on in here. Let me talk to you for a little bit. Sometimes God will send just what you need. And even though you looking at it out of a fleshly eye and you're angry and he knows that you're angry, He feels some type of way. God is a very compassionate God, and he knows, but at the same time, he's the creator, so he knows your ins and your outs, your goods and your bad. And he knows later down the line, you gonna have just what you need. But in order for you to get there, he got to cause a disruption. He got to cause a flood. He got to cause a fire. He got to cause something to be shaken up in your life in order for you to get what you need. Because some of y'all will not. You will let that man disrespect you over and over and over and over. Some of these men will let these women disrespect them over and over and over. Some of these relationships should have been over. And I ain't just talking about just boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm talking about husband and wife. Some of these marriages, people walking around here just getting married just because it sounds good, because it look good. Baby, sometimes these marriages need to be the end. And even though he know it hurts, one thing about the God we serve, he ain't gonna never take nothing they're gonna replace it with something else. So come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Because today's topic is the price just went up. We're talking about the price just went up. Your happiness, it should not come with a dollar sign attached. The only way you can be happy is somebody giving you some money. When I get on social media, and in the beginning of my live, I let it be known, y'all tap the screen, y'all support y'all live hosts. Y'all do what y'all do to support y'all live hosts. And if you've been following me for a long time, you will notice by the time this live get jumping, I don't been no saying nothing else about nothing. Because money, it is something that we need. The fact that y'all pushing me out is something that we need. But if I don't get nailed down, it ain't going to change who I am when I come on my live, because I already know. Money ain't tied to my happiness. We need it to live. We got to have it to pay bills. But money is not tied to my happiness. Because I'm going to tell y'all why. A long time ago, I stopped doing it to the source. The resources started doing it onto the source, because I know God gonna take care of me. But see, some of y'all too caught up in, oh, I don't want to let go because that's gonna hurt my heart. I don't want to not be around that person, because that person, I need to be around them because they got so much I need, and it looks good. It looks good for me to be around that person. Some of y'all are opportunists. If it's the best opportunity, okay, if I be around, I'm clout chasing. Let's say that, because that's what y'all understand. Some of y'all be clout chasing. Some of y'all in situations that the only way that it's gonna end and it's bad is toxic. Some of y'all ain't smiled since the last time you smiled. Some of y'all ain't smiled since the last time you smiled. Some of y'all don't got no peace in your mind, but the price just went up. How high price gas is, how high eggs is, how high this mortgage is and rent is, how high it is to go to the grocery store and buy food. Baby, the price of you, the worth of you being able to smile and have peace, the price just went up. I'm going to walk you like a dog today, and I know I'm going to hurt your feelings, but come on in, come on in. I know it. This stings a little bit. You walk around here and you asking for things, and you're not even appreciative on the things that you have already. Some of y'all want God to enlarge your territory. He ain't enlarge your territory, because the stuff that you got right now, you don't even appreciate it. God tell you to do A, B, and C, and you go out there and do F, G, A, Z. God told you, listen, some of y'all be scared to hear the truth. You know why? And I learned this. Don't nobody want to hear nobody tell them about they wrong. Don't nobody want to hear nobody tell them they ain't the best at what they do. Don't nobody want to hear them tell them, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be with you because you A, B, C. Thank you. Don't nobody want to hear nobody talking to them like that. People want to hear you say you're perfect in everything you do. Every time you open your mouth, every time you move, people want you to build them up. Don't nobody want to hear the truth. Well, baby, this ain't the live for you, because on my live, I'm going to tell you the truth. I tell my own self the truth. I ain't one of those people that gonna sugarcoat anything, because listen, if people walk around and tell you every day, all day, that you so perfect at everything that you do, you're never gonna grow. You never gonna say, you know what, I need to change up, because the world is forever changing, and we got to understand the way grandma did it. Listen, grandma done did some things that we like, okay, grandma done did this, and it's okay. But it's some things that grandma and granddaddy did, they wasn't right. They wasn't right. You understand me? It's some things that grandma and granddaddy did, they weren't right. It's some things our mamas did and daddies did, they weren't right. But some people hold on to, oh, my grandma did it, so it must be right. My grandma said it, so it must be right. My granddaddy did it, it must be right. My mama did it, so it must be right. My mama will tell you she made some mistakes. I'm a parent. I'm going to tell you, I made some mistakes. And ain't nobody finna make me believe that they ain't never made no mistakes. They ain't never fell short. They ain't never failed that nothing. Because if you sitting around here telling yourself that you ain't never felt that nothing, something is wrong with you. Nobody ain't finna make me believe that the pastors sit in a pulpit and think they perfect. Nobody in the White House ain't finna make me believe they sit in the White House and think they perfect. I don't care how they portray themselves on national TV. I don't care how the pastor stand up in front of the pulpit. Everybody falls short. We all don't sin in some kind of way. We've all did something. We've all had moments where we like, dang. And as a Christian, I've had moments when I tell myself, Lord, I have failed you. But one thing I love about God, and I so appreciate that his grace and his mercy, it renews every day. It renews every day. But some people don't want you to tell them that they did wrong. You ain't that perfect. You fell short. Let's talk about grandma and granddaddy. Put that in the chat because today's topic is Miss Wright Beauty. Miss Wright, any of y'all is still in here. One of y'all put the topic up for me, please, if y'all don't mind. If one of my girls in here, one of my sisters, please put in the chat. Thank you for sharing the live. The topic. Let's talk about grandma and granddaddy. Let's talk about grandma and granddaddy. Let's talk about grandma and granddaddy. Listen. Let's be real. Some grandmas and granddaddies don't go on the glory. Some grandmas, thank you. Some grandmas and granddaddies, they still, they talk some junk. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about let's talk about it. Thank you. The price went up. None of my people ain't in here no more. They don't went out on me. The price just went up. Listen. Grandma and granddaddy. Oh, Monique, I ain't know. That's what I was saying. One of y'all, I need y'all to put the topic back up. Grandma allowed a lot of things to go on. Grandma allowed a lot of stuff to go on. Let's talk about it. Back in the days, and this ain't everybody, grandma across the board. Grandma allowed granddaddy to do whatever he wanted to do. Talk how he wanted to talk. And you know how I know that to be true? Look at your bloodline. Check your bloodline. Ask your mama, but you probably already know because you grown. Your mama got a sister or a brother that don't have the same mama as you, but they got the same daddy as you, because back in the days, granddaddy was across town making other children, and grandma was the main chick. Everything else was the side pieces, and he played family with everybody. And this how I know grandma let granddaddy do whatever he wanted to do back in the days. And in 2026, ain't no woman playing them kind of games. That's why I'm talking about the price just went up. Some of y'all still got that residue of what your grandma did and how your grandma moved. Oh, because grandma was very submissive. And then you want to talk about granddaddy. Oh, granddaddy was the type that built stuff, he fixed up. Back in the days, a lot of the men, your granddaddy, he built the houses. A lot of the men worked and made all the money. A lot of the men went out and left the home. And back in the days, a lot of women had a lot of children. A lot of women had a lot of children back in the days. And if you just, hold on. She said, I'm driving to church. Listen. XO Kitty, you following me, you talking about that's wrong, but you just get on my live, and like I said, this ain't everybody. Granddaddy did a lot of things. That part. At least you understand what I'm saying, Vanessa. A lot of the stuff that went on in our bloodline, it started with grandma and it started with granddaddy. Grandma allowed granddaddy to come and talk to her any kind of way. A lot of the times, grandma had 12 and 13, all kind of children. A lot of children. Some families have 13, 14. They was having kids back in the days. A lot of the grandmas allowed granddaddy to do whatever he wanted to do. And when he did what he wanted to do, he can come home whenever he wanted to do. That part. He let granddaddy come home whenever he wanted to. And when he came home, she was submissive. She said, okay, she allowed it, because a lot of the times, this ain't everybody. Grandma didn't have the education. But some grandmas did work. Some of them that worked still didn't make as much money as granddaddy. But in 2026, we're not living like that. Right now, it ain't nowhere. I don't know now woman. Me, I don't personally know now woman that finna let now man go cheat on her and then come back and it's okay. And it's okay. A lot of stuff back in the days was swept under the rug. Let's talk about it. A lot of the stuff, you ever notice that great uncle somewhere clean? You ever notice that auntie ain't nowhere around? Because a lot of stuff that went on in the bloodline of your family, it started with grandma and granddaddy. Grandma knew granddaddy was doing things to the nieces. You notice why your mama, niece, sister, cousin, daughter, she don't come around no more. And now that she grown, she want to get on social media and tell the world, wait a minute, I don't come around because grandma knew granddaddy was doing this. A lot of stuff was swept under the rugs. That part, things have changed. The price have went up. A lot of stuff that went on back in the days, grandma knew. And some of y'all still around here talking about your ancestors. Some of y'all ancestors wasn't right. They wasn't. You talk about somebody that you don't even know that broke laws, that stole, that lied, that looked the other way when stuff was going on. But yet you still around here talking about what grandma did and get mad and talk about not my grandma. I ain't say your grandma, but if the shoe fit, wear it. And if it's you, say ouch. Some of the stories that need to be told, they're being told right now because grandma them gone, the person that it was done to, like I'm grown now, I can talk. Some people don't even deal with their family because of the stuff that grandma allowed, the stuff that mama allowed, but y'all still sitting around here talking about, oh, my mama said it, so it was right. Your mama knew that your uncle was touching your sister, but she didn't do nothing about it, but you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. But when somebody say your mama was wrong, and I ain't taking nothing from her, because baby, I love my mama. I love my mama with everything in me. You understand me? But even my mama will say, even though they did it, it wasn't right. A lot of the things that went on, it started with grandma and it started with granddaddy. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, but people don't want to talk about that. But you want to get mad. Because they did it, that don't mean it was right. And this ain't across the board. Some people grew up in perfect families. Grandma was baking cookies and raising the children. Granddaddy was out there cutting the grass and laughing and swinging. Some people grew up in the perfect family. Come on now, don't do that. That part. At least I got some people on my YouTube saying, girl, you ain't lying. Some people grew up, but a lot of stuff went on in the bloodline. And you trying to figure out, let me get a little close to home, because people want to say, oh no, not my grandma. In some families, some women, let me start here. Now we were talking about grandma and granddaddy because a lot of stuff started with grandma and granddaddy. And you trying to figure out trauma bonding. Trauma bonding. The trauma, everybody write that down. But we're going to put mommy and daddy. But before that, I want you to write trauma bonding. Trauma bonding. Trauma bonding. Some adults right now are walking around here, can't function in this world because of stuff that happened in their upbringing. Thank you, Mr. Goodness. Some of the stuff that happens in your life right now is from the trauma that happened to you as a child. I ain't talking to everybody because some people are so perfect, they don't got no trauma. They love everybody. They got all the money in the world. They got so much going on. But for my real adult people that understand what I'm talking about, if you understand what I'm talking about, at least put a yellow heart because I'm feeling attacked right now. I feel like everybody like, wait a minute, she wrong. Let me know with a yellow heart that you understand what I'm saying. This ain't an attack on nobody, but we gonna have to get down to the root of what's going on. Thank you. With the root of what's going on, we got to get down to why the price of you is so low. No. Yes, babe. Can you do me a favor? Yes. Bring my water out of the freezer. Yes. Hold on, y'all. Just put the ice over Yeah, I got to fix it. We got to pour some water down there because some ice don't got stuck in there. Because it ain't coming out. I'm like, why did I notice that yesterday? We got to get to what's the real problem. I know some of y'all don't want to talk about what's going on in y'all family. But in order for you to understand why you devalue yourself the way that you do, we got to get to the root. And the only way to get to the root of a problem is we got to figure out where it started from. You understand? Because if you had a toothache and you went to the dentist go to doing x-rays on the root of your mouth because they need to know why your teeth hurting. In order to get to the root of something, the root, to get to the root, we got to be real. Let's be clear. And baby, I don't care if you don't agree, you get mad, I'm stepping on your toes. This is why I say join my live at your own risk. Grab you some tissue because some of this stuff might be real today. Oh, I got time because I ain't going to church till 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm going to church, but I ain't going to later. But baby, so I got time today. So I don't care. Listen to me. When it comes down to what done went on, the trauma, some of y'all behind the screen, you are able right now to get a little free therapy. Like right now, I'm talking to some people that's going through or understand what I'm saying because they've been there and they never talked about it. Some people they're afraid to talk about it because they feel like they're going to be judged. You ain't even got to worry about being judged because nobody can't really see you. They know that you there, but they can't see you. They ain't in your face. They're not around you, but we going to talk about it. And if it fits you, put the shoe on and wear it and say out. You can get off my live. You don't have to be on my live. This is my live. I can yell if I want to. Anyways, we finna talk about trauma bonding. We had to go to grandma and granddaddy. It started with grandma and granddaddy. When you grew up and you grew up in a house, we're going to start here, and your mama was a cusser, you notice that you became a cusser. Some of us grew out of cussing and now our kids cussing. You notice that the first words that little kids say is a curse word. These kids can't even talk, but they'll call you an MFer. They repeat what you say. You know why? Because your grandma was a cusser, your mama was a cusser, you was a cusser, now your child a cusser. Learned behavior. Some of the stuff that happened in your childhood, you haven't healed from, and we as people wonder why we angry, we are so defensive, we don't respect ourselves, the value of us. A lot of us that made mistakes as women, I like to speak for women because I'm a woman. A lot of the stuff that we've allowed, tolerated, put up with, insecurities, this stuff didn't start when you came out the womb. This stuff was learned behavior, and it comes from the trauma. Y'all know sometimes why relationships don't work. Because the inner child in you has not healed, and it goes both ways. Everybody write that down. Write inner child. Let's talk about, we got time today. Inner child. Inner child. Your inner child, meaning as a woman, that little girl in you ain't healed. As a man, that little boy in you ain't healed. People think that it's something wrong with them. Some people don't think there's something wrong with him. But when you cannot communicate, and the only way you know how to communicate is through arguing, is through yelling, is through cussing people out, being on the defense. When you can't say nothing to nobody, or they can't say nothing to you, it's a problem. And some people some people don't understand, like, why do I act that way? Somebody tell you your shoes are ugly, you want to get postal. You want to flip over tables, you want to fight because somebody said your shoes. And then when you calm down, you asking yourself, why did I act like that? I don't know this to be facts, but I think about this when I see young kids. When I see young kids with pum-pums and they're full of rage, where they feel like they're so powerful enough to determine if you shall live or die, how at 13, how at 15, Do you think that you just that powerful and you have the right to choose? That right there, when I look at TV and social media and I see young people with pum-pums, I know there's something mentally wrong, because ain't nobody finna tell me that when they get in behind closed doors and handcuffs in them cold cells and the documentaries that we've seen, the way it is behind them bars, they ain't just saying, sign me up to go behind them bars. Somewhere mentally, something shifted. Something shifted in their mental. Ain't nobody that hard. But you don't have to watch me if I'm so ratchet. You watching me, but you know what? I appreciate you, because you get my numbers up. If I'm ratchet, you don't like the way I'm talking, get off my live. Like, anyways, I think, thank you. When you just listen, when you think about some things, the trauma, you have to ask yourself, like, seriously, like, this is deep this morning, because we trying to say, we talking about the price just went up. But in order to get to a place where you know your value, you got to heal. And the only way you gonna heal, we got to get to the root of it. And the only way to get to the root of it is we got to say that there's a problem. We got to get to the problem. And the problem sometimes is something that's inner. Good morning. It's something that's inner. It's in you. The inner you has somewhere bruised your heel where you can't understand, because ain't nobody finna make me believe at 13 you want to get a pum and you want to do something to harm somebody. Come on, we got jail cells full of little children. You understand me? And I ain't even talking about the adults. I'm talking about children. And then we not understand that certain things is learned behavior that has never been addressed as a child. Right now, it's some things that ain't never been addressed in your life. And everybody on here, ain't nobody that perfect. And if you perfect, I tip my hat off to you. But all of us got something that happened in our life, and it has caused us to be or function the way we function. I'm going to tell you how I know that to be true. My mama was never the type of woman. My mama. That's why I say detox. Detox. The first thing I said when we first got started, detox your subconscious. My mama was never the type of woman to have a revolving door of men. My mama would get with a man and she would stay with that man for a long period of time, even if it was bad, it was abusive, he wasn't helping her financially. My mama would never deal with different men. You know what? When I grew up, I never dealt with different men. I stayed in broken situations because of something that I seen, because I felt like, wait a minute, my mama never had different men. And my mama went hard. Oh, you don't be around here sleeping around. You don't have no high body count. She went hard, but she missed the whole chapter in my life telling me to know my worth. She taught me never to have a revolving door. True enough. But that part of my self-worth, baby, she missed the whole chapter, because when I learned, I don't feel like listening to him no more. I learned at a young age that I watched my mama be that woman, and I became that woman. You understand? Right now, if you was honest with yourself and you sat and you thought about the things that your mama did or your mama didn't do, or what your mama said and what she didn't say, what your daddy did, what your daddy didn't say, you will start to understand you. You will start to understand you. I go to church and I'm real close with the preacher's kids. Me and the preacher's kids, we talk a lot. And that's what I love about them, especially the daughter. Like, we talk and she'll say, like, preacher kids be hurt and mad and disappointed because a lot of the times their parents have to be gone or interact and do things with other people because of the position that they're in. But it didn't mean that they weren't hurt. They didn't question or they didn't long for it. Their dads was there, but it was sometimes that daddy couldn't be there or mama couldn't be there because daddy is the preacher and daddy had to go because somebody passed away or something. So daddy had to go and tend to that. So when I say, when you be real with yourself, be real with yourself. And sometimes you don't even know how angry you are till you take a step back and look at yourself in the mirror and take accountability. Everybody write that down. Accountability. Accountability. You got to take accountability for what you lack. I don't know. And I know it's some. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot of people that look like me, that parents taught them financial literacy. Write that down. Financial literacy. Financial literacy. A lot of our parents did not tell us the importance of saving, fixing your credit, paying your bills on time. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I don't know a lot of parents, kids that look like me, people that look like me, that parents told them how important that is. A lot of times, you know what they taught us? When you a girl, they tell you, clean up, act ladylike, act like a girl, quit acting like that, take care of your kids. No matter what, you got to be the one that's different. When you're a boy, they tell you, boys don't cry. Oh, you ain't got to be there with the kids. They tell a man, be a man. They tell a man, you're the provider. They tell a man, you're the protector. And with all that, they never tell a man it's okay to cry. I'm serious. They never tell a man it's okay to cry, because when you see a man cry, it's shunned upon, because they say men don't cry. They call that you a girl. And so we got a lot of men running around here with so much emotions balled up. Now let's get down to the root of it. Now, just a little while ago, I just discussed about young children grabbing up pum-pums. Let's talk about it. Let's get deep real quick. 13, 14-year-olds grabbing pum-pums. Y'all know what that is. Now, growing up, they are not allowed, a lot of men are not allowed to show emotions because they say men don't cry. So a lot of men be raised up so tough and, oh, I'm tough, I don't cry. And this how I gotta be. When you a man, you gotta act, you protect and you provide. Then we got young men right now at the age of 13 thinking, I'm big and tough, don't show no emotions. I can do certain things because I'm a man, because they don't never or have never been taught how to deal with their emotions. Thank you. They ain't never been taught how to deal with their emotions. And then we expect them to be a man, but yet when something bothers them, a lot of men can't express how they feel. When a man is frustrated, aggravated, they just like don't feel like themselves. It's shunned upon because a man don't act like that. And that's far from the truth. Men are human. We got to get to the point where we allow a man to be a man. But when I say that, I mean express themselves. If you frustrated, say you frustrated. If you weak, say you weak. When you're a grown man and you start really looking within yourself and you start saying, I don't even like the man that I am. I don't like this position. I don't like this job. It's okay to be aggravated. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to cry. I'm going to say this. Men, I'm talking about strong thug, tatted up. Men cry. Grown men cry. And not because they weak, because they hurt. You're not going to catch a man just walking around here with a long face. Not no grown man. When you ever see a man cry, he hurt. And if you ever got in a position as a woman and a man open up to you, you better appreciate that, because that means he feels safe with you. But we're talking about the price of you just went up. We wonder why a lot of relationships don't work. We wonder why women become promiscuous. Because as a woman, it's like programmed in you that use what you got to get what you want. It's programmed in you to be the sole provider. It's programmed in you to don't be in the streets, take care of your kids. It's programmed to you to get up and get a job, work, and do everything. But it's like when it comes to the boys, they let a lot of stuff slide because you're the girl. But I'm gonna say this: don't just be a mother. For a long time, they've told us to just be mothers. And then you know them kids grow up. Wait, the kids gonna grow up and leave us? The kids grow up and leave you. They grow up and they start their own families, and you wonder why some women have a hard time letting go. Hey, Monique, you wonder why some kids have a hard time letting go. They have a hard time letting go because all they've ever been was the parent. All they've ever been is the person that's provided. Let me get in this kitchen, y'all. I gotta get these turkey wings out. All they've ever been is a person that do everything. Never once do we get the opportunity. But you better stop just being a mother, because when them kids grow up and walk away and leave you, and then you around here trying to figure out, wait a minute, hold on. All I did was ever been a mama. I ain't live my life. I ain't do nothing. But baby, we got to go back. We got to go back to the roots. We got to go back. Some of the stuff that you put up with, tolerate, you do it because it's learned behavior. When you learn it, when you see it enough, you want to do it. And we trying to figure out, because I keep screaming, the price just went up. The price of your peace, the price of your happiness, the price of you living the life that you want to live. Oh, baby, that price just went up. Because you ain't got no business running around here. You ain't got to... That part, hold on. You ain't got no business around here still thinking how your grandma thought. You ain't got no business still thinking how your mama thought. You ain't got no business thinking how your granddaddy thought. You ain't got no business thinking how your daddy thought. Because what worked for them, I can guarantee you ain't working now. Because like I said, I don't know no woman that's finna allow their man to go cross town, cheat, and then swing back through the house, and it's okay. Not in 2026. Oh, no, wait, because we meet you at the door with your stuff. Now, women nowadays, baby, they calling your chick and telling her, you want him? Y'all been cheating a long time? You can have him. Like, we ain't rocking like that. And we don't know too many men that's around here using their hands, because we live in a generation where the men think they got plenty of money. They gonna get somebody to cut the grass. They gonna get somebody to fix the lights. They gonna get somebody to do the oil change. They gonna get somebody to fix the AC. We don't got them like granddaddy did either. You understand? We don't have we don't have none of that going on. You feel what I'm saying? We're not putting up with a lot of stuff. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of people run around here saying, oh, my grandma did it. A lot of people still go to the church that their grandparents went to. I'm not knocking that, but sometimes you got to look at the bigger picture. Your grandma and granddaddy went to that church. At that time, your grandma and granddaddy needed what that pastor was putting down. That church played a purpose in their life then. You got to really look and say, am I being fed? I'm only going to this church because my grandma went to this church, because my family. Sometimes you got to cut ties with a whole lot of stuff and start a new thing. I know it's the thing to do like what your granddaddy did. Baby, we got more education than our grandma, granddaddy, aunties. We got more education now than our grandparents wish. You understand me? If some of our grandparents were still living, I'm telling you, they'll be surprised. A lot of our grandparents left here thinking to themselves, there will never be a black family in the White House. A lot of our grandparents left here thinking that there will never be a black family in the White House, and it don't came to pass. You understand me? So much has changed, and some of y'all still walking around here moving like your mama. Some of y'all walking around here moving like your daddy. because of the trauma bonding that you ain't never healed from. Some of y'all allow y'all mama that ain't married, ain't never been married, or been married to the same man, and you ain't seen no growth. All you see is mama do the same thing. Some of y'all don't even know what it's like to have a real conversation. Some of y'all won't even go to counseling because you was raised, what goes on in this house stays in the house. You don't talk to nobody. You don't tell nobody your business, and you walking around here full of hell. Some of y'all go to church, but you still walking around here full of hell because you've never been able to deal with your inner self. You've never been able to heal your inner child. You go to church every Sunday, you on Bible study, you pay your tithes, and you go to church and you sit up in there, you hear the preacher preach, but you ain't being fed, you ain't even being healed from the inside out. But you want to say, I go to church, but you ain't walking around here. You can't lay hands, you can't pray for nobody. You angry. The pastor say something you don't like, you will get up and walk away. You might go back and forth with the pastor. You tell the pastor that ain't even right. That ain't even biblical. We got so many people that read so many different books and different Bibles. You got people right now talking about, oh, the God that we've been taught ain't even a real God because of something that they read. You got people that actually went to Bible college that really pray to God and have discerning spirits that know this stuff, and they trying to tell you because of what a book has said. Now all of a sudden, now it changed the whole trajectory of what we've been taught about God. And this is what I'm talking about. You allow all the time you've prayed to God. All the time you've prayed to God. All the time you went to God. All the time you told God thank you. All the time you shared testimonies about God. Now all of a sudden, new ebooks, new pastors of mergers, new word. Everything that you've been taught now is wrong because you think you know more because of now the book is being written different. And listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, we got to heal our inner selves, the inner child, in order, because sometimes it's better for you to be quiet and just listen. Sometimes all you got to do is listen. And listen, have you ever talked to a child? Like, listen, I'm 46. I'm 46 years old, 46. And one thing about this generation, I ain't met now yet that ain't been here before me. This generation, they know everything. You feel what I'm saying? This generation, they know everything. You can't tell this generation nothing. They been here before. You wrong and they right. This generation, they know everything. You get the time to tell them something, oh baby, they been here before. See what I'm saying? Somebody says, I know more about the word more than any of these so-called pastors. See what I'm saying? And baby, I'm not knocking you, but this is what I'm talking about. In order for you to understand when I say, because somebody put this in the chat, the topic is, the price of you just went up. Because my other girls don't went to church. Let me wash my hands. The price just went up. Hold on. I'm finna get ready to cook my turkey wings, but I gotta make my beach water, y'all. I'm finna cook some breakfast, but I wanna make my beach water. Listen. The price, thank you. The price just went up. When it comes to your peace of mind, the price just went up. We're no longer around here trying to figure out what the problem is. We are addressing the problem. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? We're no longer trying to figure out what the problem is. We're actually addressing the problem. We're not running away from no tough conversations. We're not running away from the truth. We're not running away because it makes us feel uncomfortable. We're going, listen. A lot of people don't go to church for whatever reasons. Good morning. For whatever reasons whatever reasons. A lot of people don't go to church because they feel like the church is money hungry. The church is a business. The pastors have way more money than the congregation. They ask for too much. They don't see pastors cheat on their wives, abuse their wives. They don't see no wives cheat on their husbands. It's a lot of reasons why people don't go to church. A lot of people will not go and sit in church because of whatever reason. But this is my thing right here. If you get your eyes off the resource, because the pastor is a resource, and get your eyes on the source, you'll have a better understanding that you can't put that pastor who did wrong in heaven or hell. Second, you looking at the pastor and you so infatuated, and as soon as the pastor do something that you don't like, it moves a person the wrong way because they looking like you supposed to be the pastor. Did you forget that pastor human? Like seriously, a lot of people like they judge Christianity, they judge believing in God off of what a pastor said or what the pastor did, and they don't do. Soon as that pastor rub you the wrong way, or you see that pastor in a different light, then they go to saying, I can't go to church no more. I ain't never going to church no more because of what one pastor did. One pastor. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this food out, this meat up. Hold on, y'all. I had to get my turkey wings out. I got to put them in the... Had to get my turkey wings out. Hold on. And I'm gonna cook some sausage. I'm gonna cook some sausage and grits. I had to go to the store yesterday and get me some grits, and I got some. Listen, we got to get to the root of stuff. But a lot of people don't go to church for whatever reason. They don't go to church because they don't believe that the pastors are being honest. They believe that they always taking something. But if you get your eyes off the resource and get your eyes on the source and understand that that pastor is human and he gonna make mistakes, and quit judging them and putting them in hell, and understand, go to God about your pastor. Go to God about that pastor. People do things off of what they've learned or what they experienced. But they never want to do things and grow off the mistakes they made, because they don't look at the mistakes they made. They look past the mistakes they made. Any mistakes they made, good morning. Any mistakes that a human, you make, you can't see it. But when somebody else make a mistake, you can. I'm going to go here. If you got kids, your kids act like you've made so many mistakes. You just a bad parent. You did so wrong, and they don't like you. They angry. They can't stand you. Your own children, the kids you birthed out your loins, they look at you and think that you the worst parent in the world. But then when they make mistakes, you got to ask them, when you make a mistake, it's okay. But when me as a parent make a mistake, I can't make a mistake. That part. Like, seriously, when you are a human person, you always, let's go back to what I said, that inner child. Sometimes you be thinking that inner child has healed because you're successful. That inner child has healed because you got money. The inner child has healed because you married, you got children, you functioning. But let the wind blow the wrong way. The topic for today is the price just went up. But in order for you to know the value of you, we got to get to the root of the problem. And sometimes the root of the problem is you. Sometimes the root of the problem is you, because of learned behavior, because of trauma bonding, because of things that you will not heal from. And the only time you will heal from, let something happen in your life that it triggers it. Everybody in the chat put triggers. Everybody in the chat put triggers. Everybody in the chat, besides my girl, thank you for putting this, because this is the topic. Everybody in the chat put triggers. You could be having a great day. You could be having a great life. Everything in your life can be falling in place. The stars don't align, and the Lord has blessed you. Everything in your life has aligned. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to cook this breakfast, and then I'm going to put my turkey wings on. Everything in your life has aligned. But let something happen. Let a phone call happen. Let the sun not shining happen. Let a song come on happen. Let a song come on, and it's talking about, for instance, if you just got into an argument with your old man, I'm going to talk from a woman's perspective. You got into an argument with your man, you caught him cheating. You know, you go to plan, I don't see now, some Trina. You go to plan, some Mary J. Went rain on my, I'm going down. Certain music will intensify how you gonna react because you just caught him cheating. You feel what I'm saying? This is what a trigger is. Your life can be so good, but let something trigger you. And then that inner child that you have never healed, that you've never went and talked to somebody about, that you ain't never even gave to God. You ain't prayed and say, Lord, remove this feeling. You ain't never opened up to nobody. That what hurt you as a child, that lie that was told, the way they made you feel, you lost your job. Let something happen, and triggers gonna come from the north, the west, the east, the south. Something happens in your life that will have you acting up, and this ain't your normal self. Something traumatizing happened in your life. Baby, everything that ain't healed in you gonna come out of you. I'm gonna say something that a lot of women will relate. Only the real ones gonna understand. As a woman, with kids or without, a lot of our midsections, not every woman, because some of y'all got flat tummies, but a lot of our midsections are big because I feel like that's where we carry all our stress, all our worries, all our good, all our bad, all the stuff that we carry. It goes into your midsection because it's your stomach. It seems like it's a sponge, and it absorbs everything. I'm serious. Because it's like that's the one place everything goes. You know why? Because a lot of stuff we ain't healed from. A lot of stuff we ain't addressed. A lot of stuff that we ain't even spoke out our mouths and say how I feel. Some of y'all walk around here, walk on eggshells because you don't want to offend nobody. You walk around here on eggshells because you don't want to lose nobody. You walk around here on everywhere. But yet, if you was pushed hard enough, that part, if you was pushed hard enough, it'll come out. But it only come out when you mad. Uh-oh, hello. You ever got mad, or you ever got into it with somebody that was mad at you, and what do they start saying when they mad? Everything that you and that person talked about, now they telling everything because now they mad. You understand? You see how that go? That's a trigger. That's a trigger. I'm trying to make a point here. That's a trigger. You ever got into it with somebody and they telling everything? You like, I thought we'll never talk about that. Now they mad because you know why? Triggers. When you don't know how to deal with your emotions, what I said earlier, a lot of us don't know how to deal with our emotions. You don't deal with your emotions until you mad. Some of the decisions you make, it based off how you feel in that season in your life, in that time in your life. And a lot of that stuff goes back to, like I said, it goes back to grandma and granddaddy. It goes back to grandma and granddaddy. Some of us watched our grandma. Let's go way back. Let's go way back. Some of us watched our grandma woo, be disrespected. Not our mamas. Some of our grandmas were still living when we was born. Some of us watched our mother's mother be mistreated by either her husband, either he was your granddaddy or he was your step granddaddy. A lot of us watched our grandmas be mistreated. I watched my grandma deal with her husband, which he wasn't my mom's dad, because my mom's dad, she took care of him when he was older. But my mom, the man that my grandma was married to, I watched the man that my grandma was married to be the biggest money man, and y'all know how he was a money man in my area. And when I tell y'all he had plenty young women, my grandma's husband had a lot of young women, and I knew it, and I watched this. I watched my grandma's husband be the sole provider. My grandma didn't work. My grandma, in the beginning, she was a school teacher. Then later, she retired. Then the man she was married to paid all the bills. Like, this is what I watched. This is what I witnessed. Then I watched my mama. I watched my mama deal with some of the stuff. The only thing my mama wasn't allowing him to be out there with plenty of women. But I watched my mama do some of the same, put up with some of the same stuff my grandma did. Y'all see where I'm going? And I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else, because everybody else on my life is perfect. Their grandma was perfect. Their granddaddy and the man their grandma was married to was perfect. Their mothers was perfect. I'm talking about me. But what I'm talking about, learned behavior. Some of y'all would never admit it, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And then you look at you look at your sisters, and then not even that, some of us are older. So I don't have any daughters. I don't have any daughters. I've watched some of the women that I'm around, daughters, become how they were. And you wonder why some of y'all got daughters, and you looking at your daughter saying, I remember I used to do that same thing. I used to move that same way. I used to talk that same way. I used to dress that same way. I put up with a lot that same way. You know why? Because it's never been addressed. Now your daughter is doing the same thing that her grandma did, doing the same thing that her mama did the same thing that her auntie did. Like, baby, we healing. The price of you, we got to have this discussion, because the topic is the price of you just went up. In order for the price of you, the value of you to change, you got to come to grips and have a real conversation with yourself. You got to sit down and really look at the inner you and say, you know what? It is a lot of trauma bonding. It's a lot of trauma in me. It's a lot of triggers in me. When something happened to me, I get so mad, and I try to figure out, why am I mad? You got to ask yourself, tell yourself the truth. Thank you. Some of y'all don't want to tell yourselves the truth. Some of y'all want to walk around here and pretend like my life perfect. Everything in my life aligned. I got the perfect mates, the perfect children, the perfect job. Like, life won't happen on your street. Life gonna life. That part. Life gonna life. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your last name is. I don't care what your area code, zip code is. I don't care if you live in the ghetto, the hood, the projects, or you live on the top of the hill in a gated community. I don't care nothing about none of that. Life gonna life. Life gonna life. Generational curses. But people don't want to talk about that, because they want to pretend like everything is so perfect in their life and they don't got nothing going on. Generational curses. And until we understand that the price of you went up, the price of you ain't gonna never change. You gonna still be around here complaining about how high gas is, even though you know you still gotta put gas in your car to move. You gonna sit around here and complain how high groceries are, thank you, even though you know that it takes grocery, you got to go buy groceries. The price of you just went up. You got to change the way you think. You got to, well, like I said in the beginning, you got to detox your subconscious. You got to detox from everything that you taught. We respect our elders. We respect our grandmas and our mamas. But everything they did wasn't right. Everything they said wasn't right. The way they moved wasn't right. The way they did things was the way they did things in that season of their life. You ain't got no business in 2026 thinking that it's a cool, calm, and collect for a man to have so much control over you that he pay all the bills, you don't do nothing, and you are just supposed to be so submissive, and you ain't supposed to be able to speak your mind. You ain't supposed to be able to move how you want to move. Listen. It's 2026. You better get the man you want and not the man you need. You better get the man you want and not the man you need. Some of y'all still around here with the man that you need and not the man you want, and you trying to figure out why life's so hard. But see, that ain't a conversation none of y'all want to have, because like I said, your life's so perfect. Your life's so perfect. But in order to heal, in order for you to know your value, you know your worth, you got to heal that inner person. You got to tell yourself, yeah, you know what? I got some triggers. It's some things in me I need to go sit down and talk to. It's some I need to talk to somebody about some of this stuff. Because I want to know why. Unless you want your daughter, you want your children to go through what you went through. You want your child, you want your kids to struggle like you did and suffer like you did. You better teach your kids, especially your boys, you better teach them that it's okay to cry. I'm a boy mom. My kids know it's okay to cry. That don't mean they less than a man because they cry. They human. And sometimes a good cry. And tell me if I'm wrong. You ever cried so good when you finish, you feel so much better? Have you ever just cried and after you cry, you just feel so much better? Don't tell me y'all ain't never cried like that. Have you ever just cried? You feel what I'm saying? You cry so much. So imagine these men not able to cry, or you find one that don't cry. After that, then he can think straight. Now he can think straight because he was able to get it out. But if you got some people that run around here and say, oh, a man ain't supposed to cry, get out my face. Because if he don't cry, he ain't able to release all that stuff. He got all this pent up energy. And you wonder why they run around here and acting and doing things that they ain't never done. We got so many back to what I said. I look at the young boys, 13 years old with pum-pums. 13 years old with, think about that. At 13, what was you doing? At 13, what was you thinking about? Was you thinking about getting a pum-pum and taking somebody out? Like, let's think about it. Was you really around here thinking that you wanted to take somebody out? I'm finna make some breakfast and I'm finna put my turkey wings on. We got too many young kids, especially young boys, that all they grabbing up pum-pums because they're not allowed to deal with their emotions. Think about that. Think about it. But listen, we got to come to grips. Today was a great conversation. Today was a great conversation. We got too many young people. Anyways, listen. We got to get back to our worth. The price of your peace. Listen, about your peace, you should fight for that at all costs. You should fight for your peace at all costs. No matter what. You should not be walking around here allowing nothing and nobody to disturb your peace. That's not beneficial. You let somebody disturb your peace that can't put you in a heaven or hell. You let somebody disturb your peace and they not even contributing to your life changing. How you allow somebody like that to be a partaker in your life and your decisions? The price of you, the price of your peace, the price of your peace, the price of you living the life you want to live, and you trying to figure out how you gonna function when the price of gas so high. The price of gas gonna be high for a while. So either you gonna tell yourself, I gotta figure out how to function in this thing. I gotta figure out how to function in this thing. Because the price of you just went up, because you shouldn't want to be around nobody that want to cause you chaos. You shouldn't want to be around nobody that'll cause you to lose everything. You should not want to be around nobody that will cause you to lose everything. But you should tell yourself, man, I'm too grown to be out in the field fighting, rolling all around in the ground, somebody scratching me up. I'm too grown to be out here talking about I'm going to go to jail or hell. I ain't doing that. I ain't got time for that. Who got time to be catching a charge about something that ain't even worth catching a charge about? You around here finna wreck out and crash out. Oh, you hurt because you caught your man cheating on you. Now you want to crash out. Is they really worth you crashing out? It's too many men, too many women. But you got, oh, let's talk about it. You ever notice that, let me put this over here, y'all. I'm trying to put this breakfast on, but I'm trying to talk to y'all at the same time. Hold on, y'all. So I gotta put this over here so I can tend to this. Hold on, y'all. You ever notice how easy it is for somebody to want to crash out because somebody did them wrong, somebody cheated on them? They don't, you don't been cheated on, you don't been lied to. So now they ready to crash out. They ready to crash out. They ready to risk it all because they feel like they don't hurt me. But you do know there's other men and other women in the world. You want to crash out about somebody that don't care nothing about you because your feelings hurt. This is what I'm talking about. The price of you don't want to be, I'm 46. What I put up with at 26, what I put up with at 21, what I put up with at 36, that don't mean I'm putting up with it at 46. Because, let me tell you, I know a lot of older women that are going to agree with me. The older you get, baby, listen. This is why I tell women, they holler about they messing with a YN. You messing with a YN, you mean to tell me at your tender age of 40-some years old, you want to be up all night worrying about if he coming or going. You want to be up all night worrying about if he cheating on you and he out in the streets because he's still young and he want to party and he want to hang with his friends. When we get older, baby, we want to be laying down in the bed watching Golden Girls, watching some Jeffersons. We want to be watching some things that give us some peace and make us laugh. We ain't got time to be around here worrying about if you going to be up all night. That you going to be up all night. Ain't nobody finna be doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody finna be doing that. We too old for that. But then you mean to tell me you gonna let somebody come and disturb your peace because they got good? You gonna let somebody come disturb your peace because they got that good? Oh, he can disturb your peace because he got money, he pay all your bills. Ain't nobody disturbing my peace. I don't care how good it is down there. I don't care how much money you got. Ain't nobody disturbing my peace because I'm going to get me some sleep. I'm going to have some peace in my mind. You understand me? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Flavor for season. Y'all, you know what I'm talking about. And you mean to tell me you going to let somebody disturb your peace because he made you feel good? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But this is what I'm talking about. That's why today's topic was the price of you just went up. After this lie today, the price of you just went up. You ain't finna be walking around here letting nobody cuss you out. That ain't peace. You too grown. If you at 46 years old and you and your spouse, your mate, your person, y'all have disagreements and y'all cussing each other out, y'all don't need to be together. Because ain't nothing about that healthy. Ain't nothing about that healthy. I don't understand why people feel like when y'all cuss each other out, that is not healthy. That's not healthy. That is not no healthy relationship. And that's what I'm talking about. About your peace. You don't want nobody disturbing your peace. You want to be able to do what you need to do and live your life how you going to live it and be able to smile sometimes. Yes, it's going to be times in this world where it's going to be hard to smile. But the person you dealing with, it shouldn't be like that every day, all day. It shouldn't be like that every day, all day. You got to come home, they cussing you out. You go to sleep, they cussing you out. You go to bed, they mad. You wake up, they mad. You wake up worried about if they coming home. You go to bed worrying about if they coming home. You go to sleep worrying about if they going to have the money to pay the bills. Worrying about if they going to cheat on you. How long you going to do that? You 46 years old. You almost 50 years old. You 50-something years old. And you around here worrying about if somebody coming home, if somebody going to have the money for the bills, if somebody going to cuss you out, if somebody going to disrespect. Man, How much of that do you know, baby? It comes a time in your life where you got to tell yourself there's enough of that now. You got to tell yourself enough of that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to be letting nobody disrespect them. I don't care who you is. I don't care how many times they come through and I don't care how many bills they pay. Y'all be running around here and let somebody talk to y'all any kind of way because they pay the light bill and the rent and they pay the mortgage. Please, get out my face. That's why you need to be in a position that you get with the person you want and not the person you need. Y'all let somebody dog walk y'all like a dog because, oh, he got that good. We've been together for a long time because we got kids. Who doing that? Who doing that? All because, oh, they put down. I can't let him go. All because I've been together with him so long. All because I'm scared to let go. All because, oh, we got kids together, so we got to be together. Girl, ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Y'all can still be them children parents. Y'all ain't got to be together. Y'all still them kids parents. That don't mean y'all got to be together because y'all got children. No, in 2026, you know you gonna learn. After the day, you gonna learn. You gonna learn. You walk around here putting up with something. I don't care if it's your job. That job getting on your nerves. You need to be telling them, listen, I'm here to work. I ain't here to do all that extra stuff, all that extra stress you putting on me. Ain't nobody doing that. Y'all be running around here. No, because what? Hold on now. I'm here to work, but you ain't finna stress me out today now. I ain't finna allow you to stress me out. And if you think that you ain't replaceable on them jobs, you better take you a mental day. You better take you some time. You better put that PTO in. Prepare the others. Your mental health is important. But some of y'all don't want to deal with that. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to work all day, all the time, 24 hours. I got days. I don't take off days when I'm sick. I take off days when I'm sick and I'm all right. You understand me? You right here stressing out about certain things that you ain't even got no control over. You right here stressing out things. Listen. You right here stressing out about things that you ain't got no control over. You right here stressing out about things that, because you can't make nobody love you. You can't make nobody want you. You can't make nobody do what you want them to do. Listen, if you the type of woman that think you with the man and he got kids outside y'all relationship and you stop him from going over there dealing with the kids and dealing with the baby mama, listen, you think you got that kind of power to stop him. Baby, if he want to deal with that baby mama, he gonna deal with that baby mama. I don't care how bad you is. If you the type of woman that think because what you got between your thighs keep a man grounded and stop him, you can cook and clean. You can jump from a chandelier. If that man gonna cheat on you, you can be everything, the table, the house, the brick, the mud, the side. You can be the sun, the him better. If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. Y'all be around here trying to think, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to cook and clean and I'm going to give it to him whenever he want to. He ain't going to do this, girl. If he going to do it, he going to do it. It's called when a man don't self-control. If he gonna have self-control and have respect for you, he gonna have self-control and have self-respect for you. Y'all be thinking y'all got some magic tricks. Y'all be doing, oh, he ain't gonna do it cause who I am. Girl, he don't care nothing about you like that. That part, married and all. And then listen, just cause y'all get married, y'all have a baby, that's not gonna change the narrative. I'm still not understanding the price of women, the price of men, the price of your mental. You think having a baby or having another child gonna change the way, oh, if we have a baby, if I give him a little boy or if I give him a little girl, he gonna stay, he ain't gonna. Having a baby does not change the relationship. Getting married, if you marry somebody and y'all ain't go to counseling, y'all ain't healed, he ain't healed, you ain't healed. Some women think if they move their man to a whole new city, you move your man from a small town, country town, to big old Atlanta. I'm using Atlanta. Anybody from Atlanta, I'm just using this. You move your man to big Atlanta. You move your man to big Miami, Fort Lauderdale. You move your man from a small town to the big city. What you think that cheating, no good, ain't never home, ain't paid no bills, always in another woman's face, always disrespecting you, man gonna do? You move him away, y'all get married. What do you think happens when you expose him? You think moving him away from your small city, your small little town, to the bigger city, gonna change what? Okay. It don't change nothing. I know people be thinking, I'm going to move to the big city because it's cheaper. And I know my man, I'm going to move him. Girl, you move your man to the big city if you want to and think you're going to have a man. It don't work like that. That's why I don't be understanding some people. I don't understand some people. We're talking about the price of you just went up. In order for you to live the life that you want to live and to change some things about you, it don't start with you moving. It don't start with you having a baby, having a career, going to college. It don't start with you having a whole lot of money to pay your bills. It starts with you looking in the mirror, telling yourself there is a problem. There are some things I need to fix about myself. In order for you to do that, you got to go down memory lane. You got to go down that black rabbit hole. You got to go down there and say, you know what? This didn't start with me. This started with my bloodline. A lot of the stuff that you deal with, put up with, tolerate, the way you act, the way you react, it starts with your bloodline. Because a lot of us ain't went to no counseling. Let me tell y'all something. Some of the stuff, the trauma bonding, the trauma that you have in your life, you know that some of that stuff, it starts because, listen, if you've ever been in a bad relationship and your heart was broke, that's trauma. If you've ever lost a loved one, somebody dear to your heart, and you ain't never go to counseling, that's trauma. You went through a bad divorce, that's trauma. You lost a good paying job and now you struggling, that's trauma. Even if you went through a friendship and y'all break up, y'all don't be friends no more, that's trauma. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that we need to address. I'm serious. I don't care if you stand in the middle of your flow and scream out to the top of your lungs to God. You need to release that inner, all that pain, all that trauma, all the stuff that has held you down, held you back, all the stuff that has made you feel some type of way. All that stuff. All that stuff that you've yet to deal with. You feel what I'm saying? All that stuff that you ain't deal with, all that stuff that you scared to deal with, all that stuff that you lie to yourself and say you ain't got none of that. You can lie to me and everybody else all day. You can lie until you can't lie no more. Let me tell you why. You can lie until something happens, until that trigger, something triggers it. And you will know it because you're going to act some type of way. You're going to act all kind of up. And you telling yourself, why am I acting up like this? Why do I feel the way that I feel? Why am I acting like this? Some of y'all got young children. That part. She says, I work with kids who have trauma. If they don't get help, they'll become adults who are incapable of being happy and functional in society. I've been saying that. But a lot of the times, you know what the problem be? They don't want to deal with it because they feel like ain't no trauma. If you've lost somebody, it's trauma. And that's why I said what I said. We got 13-year-olds. We got 13-year-olds. We got 13-year-olds grabbing pum-pums. And the only way they feel like they can stop certain things from happening if they take somebody's life. You have a 13-year-old thinking they got to take somebody's life in order to stop something. And if you as a human being don't think that that's a problem, something is wrong with you. Huh? No. We're finna get breakfast. I'm going to church at 3 o'clock. Woo! Woo, that's good hot. Yeah, I'm going to church at 3 o'clock. Listen. The fact that 13-year-olds feel like the only way they can solve a problem is to grab a pum-pum, to grab any kind of weapon. They got to go to school and they taking lives of other 13 years old. We're talking about children that sometimes grow up to be adults that are still angry. But we go back to what I'm saying. We got to get to the root. Sometimes the root looks like you. When I say that, sometimes the root of the problem is your grandma, is your granddaddy, is your mama, is your bloodline. Sometimes the root of the problem is your bloodline. And I know y'all don't want to think that, not my bloodline. I was raised in a 2-parent household. My grandma and granddaddy went to church. My granddaddy built the house. My granddaddy came home at night. My mama was perfect. You can sit and say how perfect it is until a trigger happens. Some of y'all raised up in a perfect household, perfect lives, but your children doing stuff. Some of this stuff that happens, it might have skipped you. It might have skipped you. But your child doing it. Your friend child doing it. We see other people, children doing it, and then we'll see the parents get on, and the first thing they say, Lil Ray Ray was a perfect child. Oh no, Sarah was a child, didn't do nothing. You did. A lot of stuff that goes on. It may not happen with you, but baby, these children nowadays, they are feeling the impact of the wars of the world harder than we've ever did. The enemy is come to devour whoever he may. The enemy has come through the window. It's a scripture in the Bible, and it says the enemy has come through the window. Has come through the window. You might be looking at me, listening to me and saying my upbringing was perfect. My grandma and granddaddy didn't do that. But your child doing stuff. The price of you just went up though. About your peace. About your peace. About your mental. About your strength. About your happiness. about you. In order to get to the root of a problem, you got to first say acknowledge. Everybody in the chat put acknowledgement. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. Because now you got to deal with the truth. Now you got to tell yourself it's a problem. Now when you acknowledge it, now you got to say, because some of y'all are saying, oh, not in my house, my grandma and granddaddy was this and that. And they probably was. But what about your children right now? Right now, our kids in this generation, they don't know rather to believe in the good or the bad. Because you know why? A lot of our kids see the bad stuff, and it seems like people do all this wrong and they get all this clout. Our kids see that if you lie, cheat, and steal, that's when you get the clout. When you pull out a pew, when you rap about drama and trauma, our kids listen to Rod Wave. A lot of Rod Wave music is about bad relationships. But a lot of parents take their kids to the Rod Wave concerts, and this man is singing about depression. Okay. All right. A lot of parents run their kids down the Rod Wave. Rod Wave rap and sing about depression. Rod Wave sang about depression. Irie. A lot of Rod Wave music. Irie. Come get this food. You want some toast? A lot of Rod Wave music is about depression, but yet a lot of parents, think about it. This is what y'all let rap over, sing over. Y'all let y'all kids. Okay. You want toast? Okay. You got more kids that know who Rod Wave is, and they don't know who Job is in the Bible. You got more kids know who Rod Wave is, and they don't even know who Michelle Obama is. You got kids that know every lyric, all the lyrics to Rod Wave songs, but can't even read, can't add, can't subtract. But they know who Rod Wave is. Oh, they know who Rod Wave is. We got kids that know who Rod Wave is that can't read, write, or subtract. You understand me? Y'all know I cook me a good sausage bowl. Sausage bowl. You understand me? Go on. We ain't trying to block you. Wait, let me make sure. Cancel. Let me make sure. Okay. No. Yeah. But listen. Y'all, support y'all live hosts. Come on, y'all. Support y'all live hosts. Listen. Today was a good topic, and we're going to carry this topic on because we need to talk about it. We need to address a lot of things. We need to get down to the root of certain things. We got to get to the root of the problems. And the root of the problem, sometimes it starts with us. If you tapped the screen, thank you. Share the screen, thank you. You sent a gift, thank you. If you didn't, thank you. If you on my YouTube, you came through. But baby, they do. Listen. Today was a great topic. We had a great time. If you have not followed me on all platforms, please follow me. If you like the way I get down, some of y'all might be like, this ain't my cup of tea. I don't like the way she get down. If you have not followed me on TikTok, follow me. If you have not followed me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, YouTube is the only place where my name is different. It's at Pretty Brown 43. All other platforms, that part, all other platforms is thank you is my name. This is how we get down. I know I ain't everybody cup of tea. Normally, I'd be gone off, but I stayed on longer because I'm going to church at 3 o'clock today instead of going to the morning service. So I stayed on a little while longer. Today's topic was real deep, and we needed to have this conversation. We needed to have this conversation. Some people don't understand why and what I'm saying. They going, thank you. They going, oh no, she ain't true. It ain't true. It is. The root of the problems don't start with everybody else. The root of the problem start with the person on the other end of that mirror. When you looking back at yourself, looking at yourself, and you wonder why you can't function, or you wonder why you can't get through something, or you wonder why you tolerate something, or you wonder why your child acting the way they acting or acting out. But you don't want to address the problem, and sometimes the problem is you. Sometimes that problem is that bloodline. Bloodline. Your bloodline, my bloodline, your bloodline, our bloodlines are some of the causes, because everything passes through the bloodline. Everything passes through the bloodline. Thank you. Everything passes through the bloodline. Everything. So if everything passes through our blood, imagine what has passed through our bloodline when it comes to our children. And a lot of things that have not been addressed. It ain't been addressed. You know why it ain't been addressed? Because don't nobody want to talk about it, because everybody's scared. Everybody shy away from, oh, no, child, I ain't going to address that in my family. Who? You better pull that rug back and say, wait a minute. It didn't start with me, but it's going to start with me. My children shall not walk around here and live like I live, act like I act, react like I react. My sons are able to cry and not feel they're weak. My daughter's going to know her worth, because she going to know it's more than what's between her thighs that she shall function in this world. But you got to come to grips with that. You got to come to grips with that. We're going to teach our sons it's okay to cry. We're going to teach our daughters what she has possessed between her legs should not be the way of the world. But, you know, that's for another, you know, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. But nobody don't want to talk like that because they scared. What you talking about? I'm going to say this before I get ready to get off. And this live, this ain't no recording, this live. The other day, we seen the video where the lady go in and she catches a 21-year-old girl with her 21 years old with her 13-year-old son. I wonder why and how in the world a 13-year-old was even exposed to a 21-year-old to even think the thought to even allow or sneak a 21-year-old woman in the house. We have to address everything before we go to saying who right and who wrong. If a 21-year-old lady even dealing with a 13-year-old, we automatically should know there's something wrong up here. You understand me? Then people trying to pick and choose, saying the mama was wrong for exposing the young girl. But if it was a man, they will expose him. So we expose the men for messing with young girls, but don't expose the women for messing with young boys. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And people making posts, oh, their mother was wrong. We exposed, if that would have been a man, it wouldn't have been no wrong right in it at all. But it's okay. Oh, okay. But see, this is what I'm talking about. But we got to go deeper than just talking about what's on the surface. We got to question. He's 13 and he created a plan and said, I'm going to sneak her in. I'm going to have her in my mama's house, in my bed. He's 13. And he thought it was okay to sneak. Where would he even get an idea such as this? Where would he get an idea? Let's talk about it. Where would he get an idea to even say, I'm going to deal with an older woman, bring an older woman in my mama's house? That's what I'm talking about. People having conversations and panels and trying to figure out who right or who's wrong. It's a whole lot we got to talk about before we even get to the right and wrong. He's 13. Why do we have 13-year-olds even making decisions and choices like such as this? He's 13. Mentally, he's not even mature to even make a... He don't even know if he going to cross the street or stay. He don't even know what he going to eat at night. He's 13. He play video games all day. He don't even like to probably take a bath at night. Still a child. He's a child. He's 13. He right here getting Roblox and $10 gift. Oh, yeah, I did. I gotta get the gift for it. He's 13. But I'm just saying, this is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. But we got to get to the point where we understand that sometimes it starts with us, the bloodline. Oh, people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to talk about that. People don't want to talk about that. People don't want to talk about what really be going on. No, they don't want to talk about that. They want to get mad. They want to get mad. They want to be mad about what goes on. But I want to thank everybody that tapped the screen, that shared it out, that came to my live, that supported. If you following me, thank you. If you would like to follow me, please follow me on all my platforms. I follow back. I appreciate everybody that came on the live today. Y'all, yeah. They came through in the clutch on my YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Thank y'all for chiming in. Your girl finna get ready to cook her turkey wings. Your girl finna get ready to cook her turkey wings. Because I'm going to church later today. So it's a lot of stuff I got to do before I go. Because I want to be situated before I go to 3 o'clock service. But let's get ready to pray. Oh, baby, we're going to continue this. We're going to continue this on topic tomorrow. No, I want to block. Thank you. That part. Repent about my sins, Lord Jesus. I come to you humble. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, I'm asking that you cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. I plead the blood of Jesus over the airways, over my home, over my husband, over my son. I cancel any following spirits, any monitoring spirits, any jumping spirits, anything not sent by you. Lord, I'm asking you to open every door that needs to be open and close every door that needs to be closed. Lord, if anybody's sick on my life, I'm asking you to heal them from the inside out, because you said by your stripes we are healed. Lord, if anybody's weak on my life, I'm asking you to whisper in their ear that when we are weak, you are strong. Lord, protect their goings and their comings. Protect them as they go throughout the day. Lord, give them sweet sleep as they rest tonight. Lord, give them the strength to keep fighting another day. Lord, but allow them to step out the way and let you take control. Lord, allow this word to reach the people that it need to reach and not return unto you void. Let it do exactly what it was meant to do. Lord, let it not fall on deaf ears. Not wondering what you're going to do. Thank you in advance for what you're about to do. In your son Jesus' name, amen. Listen, until the next time, I want you to know that I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. I hope y'all are following me. If you are not following me on YouTube, please go look your girl up and follow me at PrettyBrown43. Subscribe. If you're not following me on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, please follow me. I follow back. Support. I love you. Until the next time, I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it.